Hello, okay, so today I would like to show you the Google add-on SuperQuiz, which is used with Google Forms to automatically grade and share results with students. Step one when using SuperQuiz is first you need to make the quiz itself using Google Forms. So I've made one called Important People of the Civil War. Okay, so step one, make the Google form. Along with that, you want to make sure you create your response spreadsheet. And so that's ready to go. All right, and that'll pop up automatically. But first, let's go back to this Google form. As you can see, I have name, Google account, teacher name. Now, I actually don't want my students to type in my name themselves. So I'm going to go to this question. I'm going to change it to drop down, and I'm going to give them just one option. And so they just select that option instead of having to type it. That way I can ensure my name is spelled correctly. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go to our spreadsheet, ready to go. But before we do anything here, we're going to go back to here actually and go step two, which is make the answer key. So we're going to click preview, answer key. That doesn't matter what you do there. Teacher name, we can just choose Klumper. The answer key, make sure all your questions are answered correctly. And then hit submit. Okay, so now we go back to our spreadsheet, just completing step two, which is create answer key. Okay, so quick review. Step one, make the quiz in Google Forms. Step two, take the quiz yourself to create the answer key. Step three is to set up SuperQuiz. All right, so don't give this to your students until SuperQuiz has been set up. So we're going to go add-on. You'll go get add-ons if you don't already have SuperQuiz. I have it, so we're going to get started right away. Confirm. All right, so here in this checklist, it tells you some very important things that you need to do in order to have your spreadsheet formatted correctly. So step one, make sure form responses 1 has all of your submissions, all of your student submissions. All right. The next item is make sure that the answer key is in row 2. So that's why we needed to make the answer key right away to make sure it's in row 2. Checklist item 3, the first 4 columns need to be something specific, A, B, C, and D. A is timestamp, so we're good there. B says email or the Google account. So ours is name, so that is incorrect. So we don't have to go back to forms to change this. We can change it right in here. We need to find Google account because that needs to be column B. We can move it right over and just drop it into column B. Column C is what is your name, and D, teacher name. So we're good to go there. Column E is the first question of the quiz. So make sure that is your first question. Nothing else there. Make sure the quiz starts. Any blank columns, delete those, and when you're set, hit create tabs, and that's going to start generating the tabs that you will be using with SuperQuiz. Okay, so again, our goal right now is to get this set up so our students can take it and then get their results shared with them automatically without you having to do any sort of manual sharing. Okay, so it takes a moment. All tabs are loaded. Good to go there, and we'll just close out of that. So now as we continue trying to get this set up for our students to take it and use SuperQuiz, right and wrong, class results, and incorrect students are all tabs that analyze the results and the data that you get from this quiz. So we'll look at those in a little bit. What we're going to do is go to auto feedback configuration, and in this tab there's a lot going on with all this color and all these boxes and text, and so what I would recommend early on is just to not use the auto feedback page. Okay, anything in yellow don't touch. The rest of this stuff, it's optional if you use it or not. Okay, so let's go ahead and first make sure our quiz title is correct. And then we're going to go through and then just delete all of this stuff because it's just too much and we just don't want to use it. However, I would recommend checking it out and kind of exploring it once you get more comfortable with SuperQuiz because it does have value. Now, before we can go any further, we do have to do one thing on this page, and that is to have at least one topic. and the topic questions have to equal the number of questions on your quiz itself. So change the quiz title and make sure you have at least one topic with the questions, with the number of questions also being accurate. The rest of it can be deleted and unused. The next step, and the last step to get this set up for the students, is to go to Document Email Configuration. Here you're going to click this blue button, which is going to give you one option to either include or exclude the solutions. We'll go include. All right, so the students will see how they did, and they'll also see how they did in each question and what the right answer was. Okay, so that's done. We'll close out of that. At this point, SuperQuiz is set up and it is ready to go. So when the student takes it, they hit submit and they will be automatically given or sent a Google Doc with their results on it. So let's go back to our quiz and let's do a demo student. And the student will just click my name, teacher name. All right, we'll just go down the line here and we'll submit. And at this point, that student will automatically receive a document in their Shared With Me folder with their results. And that is all done without us doing anything after we have set it up initially. And we can see that everything, the doc has been sent. Here's the link to the doc itself. So let's take a look at that real quick. So on this particular, we took off all the feedback. Some of this stuff stays no matter what. Okay, here's the results, 1 out of 3. And if you use the feedback, it'll populate stuff in this area. But if you keep going down, you'll see each question, your answer, correct answer, and if you got that right or wrong. All right. So if you use the feedback, you can get more stuff in this particular document. It's up to you. Okay, so if we go back to our spreadsheet, I want to take a look at the student results tabs. Okay, but to do that, let's take a look at a different spreadsheet which actually has some results. So right or wrong tab. Here's all of our students. Here's how they did individually. Over here is a color-coded look at how they did. Blue with a 1 is correct, 0 is incorrect, so it gives you a quick glance to see how things are going visually. Class results shows you how the class did by based on each question. That's why it asks you to have your students select the teacher name. Incorrect students tab shows you who got what question wrong. So for question 1, these kids got that question wrong. All right. And so those are the 3 main tabs that you will use to analyze and reflect on the data and the results and then make decisions moving forward. So once again, step 1, make Google form. Step 2, create answer key. Step 3, set up SuperQuiz. And then finally step 4, have students take the quiz. Those are the 4 main steps, and I would encourage you to check it out. It's a solid tool, great for getting them some formative assessment results shared with them instantly without you having to do a whole bunch of extra work. All right, thank you very much, and take care.